one wants to be my friend, they think I am unstable. They send me from planet to planet committing atrocities in their name. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. Conquest. I don't even get a real name, only a purpose. I am capable of so much more, and no one sees it. Some days I feel so alone I could cry, but I don't. I never do. Because what would be the point? Not a single person in the entire universe would care. Take it to your grave.
As I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of the Invincible TV show. The comic I love to death, but I've stated it over and over again that I prefer the comic, and honestly, I believe this one movement of Conquest changed that idea. Now, do I still love the comic better? Yeah. But do I think the show is on a very similar level now? Yes. And, okay, the fight, I liked it way better in the comic. I mean, obviously, I know they can't go to that much in detail. It was a good fight. The animation was good. I'm not going to complain. I like the comic better, obviously. But this little scene, and if you don't know, this scene was not in the comic. This is a TV show original of just Conquest spilling his guts to Mark because he thinks he's going to kill him. And just this scene, I really hope they call back to it in the Invincible War when Invincible fights Conquest again. Because this just gave Conquest, who is a lot of people's favorite characters, who barely had any story. You don't know what it's about. A lot more story. It's just that one little thing of him speaking. Just him giving this speech about how he's lonely and all the other Viltrumites are scared of him. It really gives the Viltrumites more depth than, oh, we are strong, you know. Talking about how he's so alone he could cry. Just the emotional depth that Jeffrey Dean Morgan gives to Conquest. I know a lot of people are clapping on the voice actor. I think he was amazing as the role. Would I perform as Stalag? Probably. But I still think that this speech he gave was just so amazing of the character. And I'm glad to see all this positive feedback on the show. But this little speech he gave, and just Mark having to listen to it, was just so good and so influential on the character. And I love all the memes coming out of on it. But I think this has to be the best the show has delivered on representing the comic and adding stuff to it. A lot of the stuff they've added I haven't liked a lot and thought it was pointless. The train scene, that was a nice add-on that wasn't in the comic originally. Omni-Man going into the black hole, which also wasn't in the comic. Those are the only two things that I could think of which they added to the show that I preferred. This, I'm so kind of mad that this wasn't in the comic, and I honestly think this levels the fight in the show to the fight in the comic, even though the action and the detail in the comic was way better. This speech, if this was in the comic when I was originally reading it, I would have... I just love it so much. I can't really explain why I love this speech. Just the depth behind it, and just Mark having to sit there, and I don't know, the fact where he goes, take it to the grave. I really hope with the other Viltrumites, maybe we get some more character on them, like maybe stuff with Anissa. I know, gosh, that's going to be a horrible scene when we get to it, but maybe some more backstory on her, and when the Viltrumites come to Earth and they start, you know, having kids, and they learn the human way, because within doubt, I've learned what Invincible is actually about more and more. When I originally read it, I thought the comic had an odd ending, but now I really understand that it was always about the Viltrumites, and I just think them adding this added so much depth behind the Viltrumites, which was needed early on, as early on you don't get a lot from the Viltrumites, but this one scene, and it makes it a lot more easy to understand just the Viltrumites' complete turnover. One thing I didn't like in the comic was in the reboot arc where Invincible went back in time and Omni-Man just completely switched. Just like after the big fight, Invincible was like, I know you love Mom. I hate that moment so much because it's unrealistic. Omni-Man in that moment was willing to kill Mark. The only reason he stopped is because of what Invincible said to him. It was, I'll still have you, Dad. And I think this scene adds a lot more realism to the Viltrumite army. They're people, and also make their turn on Thwag a lot more realistic, where they don't like Thwag because their old Emperor, he ruled on, knowledge, not just strength and wisdom. And I think this will make the turn a lot more realistic, and people will go back on this moment later on. But I just want to get a quick video out. I'm going to start reading the Walking Dead comics, so I'll probably do a video on that soon. And also a few more videos. But, yeah, thank you.